when next they argue with you that Edo is not part of Biafra, when you look at the 40 states map, the 40 states map originally created for the southeastern region and what we call Biafra today, when they tell you that Edo State, Ibanke, is not part of Biafra, you can watch this video. Watch this video and let's come back for more analysis.
Actually, I come here to honor His Excellency, our Honorable Prime Minister. What really triggered me to come up here, our Prime Minister, thank you for everything you are doing for us. God bless you. And you will live long and eat the fruits of your work. What really triggered me to come up is a question that somebody asked before and said, who are those 50 million? I come here to tell you that me and my entire community in all the Edo States, I am not an Igbo man, but I am from Edo State, Edo Biafra. I am an Edo, I am born in, I'm a Biafra, but from old Edo State, which is now Eden State. Me and my entire community, we voted for the referendum of Biafra. A lot of kingsmen in the Edo, a lot of Enogi, they were very pleased. Even the time they were uploading picture, they sent their picture. Chiefs, they sent their picture for me to vote for them, for me to assist them for the voting for the Biafra referendum. I'm telling you that the entire old Edo State supports His Excellency for what he's doing for us, because he's here to give us that freedom we have been fighting for. We have been a slave in our own country. Do you know what it means for your mother to die of ordinary stomach cancer in that contraption called Nigeria? Stomach cancer is like an appendix here in Europe. I live in Germany. Stomach cancer is just like an appendix, but in that contraption, that war zone called biological Nigeria. Sorry for that word. I don't know. You said no insult. I'm not insulting anybody, but that is what it is. You will go out in the morning. It's a war zone. When you go out in the morning from your house, you will not know if you will come back home. Do you know how many people have been kidnapped in my community? Fulani killed in my community? So I see somebody that come out and fight for me and fight for the future of my unborn children. So you that is asking that question, shame on you. If you are from Igbo, if you are Igbo speaking Biafra, shame on you for not supporting our Prime Minister for the good work that he's doing. Because we are proud of His Excellency. We are proud of what he's doing for us. We are proud for the fight he's fighting for us, for our people.
All right.
For that woman that is going out there with 3 months baby on your back, you will be inside the sun, you will be inside the rain, walking with everything that we have in that country. But everybody is suffering. Now you see somebody that come out to fight for you. Instead of you to support, you are there asking stupid questions. Thank you very much. His Excellency, my Honorable Prime Minister, I'm here today on my knee to say thank you. Thank you for fighting for me. Thank you for everything you are doing.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Becky.
Now, this Edo woman is saying that she and her family, they are all part of Biafra. And there's this reaction to one of my videos. One of these ladies say that her mother is Igbo, the father is Edo, that she wants to be part of Biafra. Now, it is consensus. Being part of Biafra, there's difference between ethnicity and tribe. So Biafra does not necessarily mean that you must be Igbo to be part of Biafra. It is a choice. Like you want to be an American, you want to be a German, you want to be wherever you want to be. So it's not something that we need to start debating. And when you look at the construct along the sea, the host communities along the Niger Delta area, you find that it is mutually the southeastern region and for Biafra as we speak. And I want to wonder, why is it that people are rejecting the country Nigeria? You see, the leaders we have had in the past 60 years have made it difficult for people to give their allegiance to the country. The bad leadership, the corruption, the destruction of lives and properties, the insecurity, all happening before our eyes have made Nigerians wanting to reject the country called Nigeria. You go out of the country, the way they treat you because of one thing or the other. People are leaving the country in droves, and you're wondering why would an Edo woman tell you that she doesn't want to be part of Nigeria, she wants to be part of Biafra. She loves what Simon Ekpa is doing. How Simon Ekpa have been able to unite and bring so many people to support his cause is becoming, people can't explain. You know, people didn't believe that Simon Ekpa was doing something like this until this broadcast, this interview, this thing done by Dr. Damages. They never believed that this man could pull this kind of crowd. They never believed it. With those that said they voted for Biafra, they came out openly and said, we are amongst the 50 million people that voted for Biafra. It is surprising to know that Nigerians are rejecting the country. It's unfortunate. Now everybody is saying that the president is a CIA asset. The president is working for the US government, working for the FBI and CIA against Nigerian citizens. That he almost led the country to war against Niger Republic because of the coup. That is a sitting president. If a sitting president is seen as not to be patriotic to Nigeria, what do you think would be the patriotism of the Nigerian people? People are rejecting the country. Many people did not support Biafra or balkanization of the country. They were against it. They were vehemently against it. But now people are subscribing to the fact that they don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. Let the country divide, because they have tried and tried and tried, and it's becoming impossible for these leaders to give good leadership. All they have been getting is lies upon lies upon lies, manipulations upon manipulations, killings upon killings, and all the sort of treatment that they have been getting from their government is beyond imagination. Lies upon lies upon lies, killings upon killings, and all the sort of treatment they have been getting from their government is beyond imagination. And this is something that they repeat over and over again. So if you are Edo, you can start having that argument with this woman and many other persons that I've met that want to be part of Biafra. Yes, Nigeria not working, and they don't want to be part of the Southwest because most people now are having a notion, yes, about a Southwesterner, probably not to be trusted. I've said it before now. I have some friends, they want to start a movement, and they said, it is difficult for us to trust a Southwesterner in our movement because they might snitch on you or this or that. I know many Yorubas, let me use the word Yorubas, that will never snitch on you, that will stand on their ground. But because of the actions of some of their leaders and some of the people that are outspoken, that are at the forefront, you can mention a lot of them that have been snitching on parties, snitching on leaders, snitching on politics and everything, supporting this and that. People are having this notion about the Yorubas that they cannot be trusted. Hence, they don't want to join any activism or any group with them. So some Edo people have that notion that they can't be part of Oduduwa because most history binds them with the Oduduwa and the Yoruba nation. But they are saying we don't want to be part. Instead, let's be part of Biafra. The last time I said, what's the difference between an IPOB and a Nigerian? A Nigerian is a defeated person, somebody that they have cast a spell, somebody that is operating under voodoo, juju. They use juju. They control Nigerians. Nigerians are people that have lost it in life as we speak. These politicians are just there. They don't go to the streets. The advisors are lying to them. They don't go to the street and see how people are suffering, how people are involved in all sort of criminalities because of they cannot fetch themselves what to eat. Families are dividing. People are losing hope. The economy is biting hard. Why some fools will go online and say, yeah, this Tinubu is this, Tinubu is that. You're not looking at how the governance is affecting and killing people, how the insecurity is killing people. We've also talked about the checkpoints in the southeast. Police are using checkpoints to extort people. Police will set up a checkpoint and instead of them to protect the people are afraid of them. Somebody said that when you look at armed robbers in Nigeria, 70% of them are police. When you look at kidnappers in Nigeria, 80% of them are police. These are what Nigerians are saying. A security apparatus that is supposed to protect you, you are afraid. If there is a checkpoint in any area in the southeast, people are afraid to go to those areas because these guys, we have heard reports of when they kidnap you literally, they extort you and they send you away. Some cases, they kill the people. They use their gun. You know, when an armed robber wants to rob you, they use their gun. But the gun that the police would use to protect the people, they use it to rob their people. And what do you think will be the mindset of Nigerians when they experience this and when they read this online? I've had an experience and I can tell. And a whole institution will tell you that bail is free, but when you go to the station, you pay through your nose. If police want to carry out an investigation, you have to give them money for fuel. It has happened to my friend, it has happened to many people that I know. And you expect people to be proud of the country called Nigeria. When they see billions upon billions upon billions, austerity measures, people are paying through their nose to have patience with the regime, with the administration, that things can get better. All of a sudden, the tax, the money that these people in these leaders use for themselves almost will make the people want to commit suicide. 5 billion naira to renovate the house of the vice president. 21 billion, 5 billion is that of Lagos. 21 billion that of Abuja. What do you think how do you think the people will look at the current regime? Would you not be surprised that people are even waiting, looking for money to leave the country forever? If they have the opportunity, almost half of Nigerians will leave the country. Most Northerners are leaving the north to the south. Most young Northerners are leaving the north to the south because of banditry. Because their lives are not safe. Insecurity in the north are making the young ones leave. They tried that in the southeast. They thought that with the military invasion, destroying of communities and shooting and all have you, third party clash and everything, the youth will abandon the southeast. No, we don't do such like that. Our land is precious. Our land is precious to us. We cannot abandon our land. See, one thing that is very important to an Igbo man is his land. That is why the colonial masters found it difficult to displace them off their land. They fought with Igbos for many years. They could not displace them off their land. So no Fulani Janjaweed, no Fulani terrorist, or anyone disguising as anything would come and displace the Igbo people off their land. Instead, they are the ones that will leave the land in whatever measure. So youths in the north are running away from their communities because of the insecurity. And now, tell me, how would such a youth subscribe to Nigeria? As I'm speaking to you now, you can see I'm sweating. No light, no light, no light. Upon no light, transformer, blow up. For some weeks now, we are having no light. The response of the electricity officials is saddening and is sickening. You literally will have to go and beg them to come and repair the light. Although they are collecting prepaid, that's their business. You go through a lot of hell to provide your security. You go through a lot of hell to provide the loan for yourself. You go through a lot of hell to provide your water. You go through a lot of hell to provide most of the things you need. And yet, if somebody says he doesn't want to be part of Nigeria, some people just come online and start saying rubbish, all sort of rubbish, that we are not patriotic. The politicians are the ones that are not patriotic. The leaders are the ones that are not patriotic. A Nigerian man is a defeated man. I go on the street and I look at faces. I look at faces, I just shake my head. The little I have, I use it, I give to family men. Family men will come and meet you. People that were well-to-do before. And they are the ones that voted a regime that does not care about them. They have not yet understood their, their psychology does not refer them to the fact that these people are manipulators and deceivers. So I'm not surprised while an Edo person or Yoruba person or whoever wants to be part of a system that works. That is the most important thing the government needs to know. A system that works is what Nigerians want. Hence, you see people joining Biafra agitation and Samonepa. Hence, you see people sacrificing their lives, putting their lives on the line because they want to join. You see, some people are on ground. They know that the Nigerian government does not really want to hear people say this or that. But yet, because if they don't talk, they will die. If they talk, they will still die. They need to talk and let things change instead of them doing nothing. The Nigerian government wants an average Nigerian to do nothing but just to say, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. That is what the Nigerian government wants from Nigerians. They don't want you to protest and tell them that this is wrong. If they lie to you, they expect you to say, oh yes, sir. If they steal money, they expect you to just turn the other side, turn your cheek and do as if you did not see them. They expect you to do nothing than to just say, oh yes, and oh yes. And be worshipping them as gods. Everybody is saying that the president is a CIA asset. How true that is, my brother? If it is true, that means we are not in trouble already. We are already beyond redemption at this point. Nigerians are beyond redemption at this point. If you say Tinubu is a CIA asset, what of Shore? If you say Tinubu is a CIA asset, what of Shore? Then most of these people, your politicians, you see these days, they will equally pass for CIA assets. Most of them have criminal records. Look at your Edo State governor. So if the CIA doesn't want to deal with you, they know that you're an influential person in another nation, they can strike a deal with you. Help us get information. Help us stand and get vital information, whatever, in your country, in Africa. We can use you. And these leaders of yours, most of them would pass for CIA asset, not only Tinubu. If Tinubu is CIA asset, what of Ojus or Kalu? People that can betray their country because of their selfish and personal interests. That is why Tinubu can get loans here and there to the detriment of the country. After borrowing money, you carry the money, you go and refurnish house 5 billion, refurnish house 21 billion, and the economy is just there. And most of the times, the EFCC chairman said that you will be shocked if I make revelation on this electricity stuff, that people will be giving contract. They will give them to buy 9 millimeter something. Maybe the thing is like this, is as thick as this, thick as this. They'll give them they'll go and buy the one that is 3. You know, when you look at this wire, they are thicker wires and they are very, very big wires. They'll go and buy the small one that will not last. And this is what the corruption that is going on in the power sector over the years. Now, I knew somebody that wanted to bust a certain commissioner for power. No, a certain commissioner wanted to do street lights, was given this to do street lights. And a Christian, a very devoted Christian, I was working in I will not mention the place. He said that the quotation that they gave, millimeter, was supposed to be like 15 millimeter. They used 5 millimeter for the poles. After 3 months, the thing stopped working. So when he wanted to raise an alarm, they threatened his life. And these people that are in government, don't they know that these things have been happening? Why would they come and tell Nigerians that we are shocked? The more reasons why Nigerians didn't want to vote for Tinubu, because these people are part of the corruption. Corruption is in their blood system. If they say Tinubu is somebody that he can pick the best hands, look at the best hands. That is, they are even pressuring him to sack all of them. These people are corrupt. Look at Betehedu, look at Yabelo. They prefer loyalty over the goodwill of the people. They prefer loyalty over development. What will benefit the people is not their priority. It is those that are loyal to them that is their priority. Even though they are doing evil, they need loyal people to stand with them in that evil they are doing. That's why in every election they start boasting, we have structure. We have structure. They have found a way to get loyal people that will help them run evil errands. We have structure, and that structure is a structure of criminality. And you are not surprised. You are surprised that an Edo woman will tell you that Edo is part of Biafra. So if you're arguing, argue with your phone tab or whatever, your keyboard. This woman is an Edo, and this comment, many Edos are joining Biafra. That is the new reality. I don't know if I can help it. I don't know what I will say about it, but that's the new reality. If whatever hate that is in you, because it is Biafra. I've said it before. When you mention Biafra, so many people just go off key. All of a sudden, they are angry because you mention Biafra, or because an Edo man said that they are all Biafra, all our family are Biafra, and thanking Simon Ekpa. Maybe that one want to tear that one want to change your my brother. The reasons why people are running out of the country is the reasons why people are supporting Biafra. Let's get that. The reasons why people are running out of the country, they are the reasons why people are supporting the Biafra agitation. The government knows what to do, but they cannot do it, and they will never do it because it is not in their destiny to put Nigeria right. We are all sitting down here. You see, give them next 100 years, they cannot fix Nigeria because they are not wired to fix this country. And this country itself is not designed to be fixed. CIA assets, colonial mentality cannot fix anything. The Americans, the Europeans, the UK people, they are only interested in you now, using you as, those days now, they needed resources, they needed manpower, they needed a workforce. They needed Africans to come and do their plantations and everything. So they need Nigerians and everything in Nigeria. They are working at the expense of your economy. Your economy is working at the expense of your economy, of the African economy. Africa has almost everything, but yet the most backward in the whole of the continent. I rest my case.